What is up, YouTube? So, Hex is been having a pretty epic run up lately. So, gone from like 1.5 cents to today actually about 5 cents, which is an all-time high of Hex. And right now it's only at 10x away from 50 cents. It is 20x away from $1 Hex. Right now, Hex is top 10 crypto, sometimes top 9 crypto, and top 8 crypto position, market cap wise, is not very far off. One T share today reached $1,000. If you remember last year, it was below $1. Another interesting thing now with Hex is it actually has reached a 1000x. So all-time high today was 0.057, and if you remember all-time low, it was 0.00005 So from that all-time low, from January the 5th, 2020, Hex today reached 1000x gain from that. So if you bought on that day, you made 1000x your money, and that doesn't even include the interest. It doesn't include the big payday. It doesn't include the more shares you get, like longer pays better bonus. So yeah, 1000x. Now, what is 1000x like in relative to other things? So we can see that if you go look how much, so Hex right now is up around 100,000% since the all-time low. And that's a pretty interesting number because if you compare it to Ethereum, so Ethereum that launched 2015, in relative wise, that one is up around 1,000,000%. So it's only around the 10x higher than currently what Hex is. So Ethereum has done around a 10,000x gain since 2015, and but that's in 5 years or like 6 years. Hex in just like 1.5 years has already done 1000x. So if you really look at things, you can kind of see that we kind of are appreciating much faster than Ethereum, and that we're probably going to flip Bitcoin, going to become the number one crypto, and flip Ethereum, flip all these other coins. I mean, there's not really that many coins above Hex right now. Like, there's not many coins left. I even talked about I talked a lot about I made a comparison video last year, like XRP versus Doge versus Hex, and Doge has been performing pretty well. So that one is a little bit above still Hex, but we should probably flip that one. We only need like a 2x gain or something like that. So yeah, I mean, 5 cents. 5 cents Hex, it's just amazing. The haters, they like just stop replying now in posts. They or in forum posts, or when you are talking about Hex, because they're so wrecked. Like if you were short on Hex, you're ultra wrecked, because I mean your Hex right now, it's been having this amazing run up from 1.5 cents to 5 cents right now. I mean, you're 20x away from $1. So where can Hex go this year? I've been looking at this again, and it seems like, like stuff changes very fast in Hex. So, for example, one thing that was very interesting was I was really considering, like, okay, we can probably reach 5 cents Hex in 2021, but now Hex has appreciated much faster than my estimations. So it seems like we may even see a 50 cent Hex already this year. And this is like an interesting thing, like to speculate on the price, but a 50-cent hex is only a 10x gain from here. And if you're looking at Ethereum, how well it's going right now, it's eating up value against Bitcoin. So it seems like it's soon going to be a $10,000 Ethereum. It's soon at 5K. And it seems like Ethereum want to go up to around 15K to 30K price, which would mean around a 3x gain or something like that. And you know that usually altcoins with less liquidity on that is an ERC20 coin, they appreciate. Like if Ethereum goes up, they go up more on the same chain. So yeah, like if you get like a 15K Ethereum or 30K Ethereum and it flips Bitcoin, and this narrative becomes like 100% Ethereum, and Ethereum and Hex is a coin or a token, a smart contract on Ethereum, it seems like ERC20 coins are going to do even better. So yeah, I think 50-cent Hex, like it can happen this year. Very, very interesting. There's also another scenario, like I think if some big players event, like we know right now that almost nobody in the mainstream media knows about Hex, but if they like, if Hex starts to get some mainstream coverage, which perhaps they will start to get around 50-cent Hex, if it starts to do that and we start to see some big players start to go into Hex, I think you can see like a mega run up from like 50-cent Hex to multiple dollars of Hex to maybe even a peak of like a $35 price per Hex. And that would mean 1 million Hex would be like $35 million. Again, that may sound super high, but you look at the money in like what the amount of money that the big players have, and like considering that almost no of the big players have even uh, a million Hex right now, it's like, and you look at the liquidity that on Uniswap, there's only around 100 to 200 million Hex available. That can dry up quite fast. And you look at how much the Coinbase guys did just launching their alternative coins, like their coin, the IPO they had. They made a couple $100 million per guy, and that was just like a duct tape coin. And so it's like in the real world, $35 million per hex or per million hex. I think that actually can happen, because the narrative can change. It's like we may see like if we do see like Hex starting to approaching $1. I mean, the Hex is gonna flip Ethereum, and Bitcoin is probably gonna enter more people's consciousness, and that can really speed up the price appreciation of Hex. So yeah, like I think we can see an epic run up. And the peak of that potentially would be like I would say like around $35 per hex. And I mean, you can only look at the market like, okay, so 50-cent hex, or you look at what the Dogecoin, how much that one is valued by the mainstream, and it almost went up to $1. And Dogecoin is like way worse than Hex. Like you can't even print your own interest. So imagine something like Hex, like that is like 100x better than Dogecoin. If it reached 50 cents and then just make another like 30x on top of that, that's gonna be epic. Hex is designed better than Bitcoin. It is designed to outperform Bitcoin, same as Ethereum is designed outperform Bitcoin. I think eventually here in the future, maybe in a not so distant future, we may already see market cap wise Ethereum be 2x Bitcoin, and then eventually just like get an even bigger lead from there. So I think that we potentially can see $100,000 Ethereum, and then we may see like a mass exit from Bitcoin into Ethereum. And I mean, you only have to look at the fees already. You can almost already see it. You can see that the Bitcoin dominance going down from 75% at the beginning of the year to around 40% now. It seems like it's going down. That like the trend is your friend. Like the trend of Bitcoin dominance seems to be want to go down to 5%. And if you look at crypto fees, what network people paying the most fees on? People paying around $100 billion in fees on Ethereum per day. Well, on Bitcoin, they're paying around $5 million. You can see where the money goes, okay? And right now, there's around like 20x or like 25x more money, or maybe around, yeah, 20x, 25x more money people paying on Ethereum. Eventually, we're probably going to see that thing start to reflect on the price. And we're seeing it, how Ethereum is right now eating up a value against Satoshi. And it's been on a quite epic run lately, where it's been going from like one Ethereum used to cost like 0.02, or just a month ago 0.03 BTC. Now it's almost 0.08, and it seems like it would already flip Bitcoin in market cap at 0.15 BTC per ETH, which is extremely interesting because this is obviously going to benefit Hexicans, because they are a coin on Ethereum and they want Ethereum to be successful. And you're seeing the high prices right now on Ethereum. Like, I mean, Ethereum is so popular that just doing a Uniswap trade can cost like $200 or $300. That's a lot. And just moving an ERC20 coin can cost around $100 right now. If you look at where the money goes, you can already see where the price eventually flows. We see the Bitcoin it's on this same thing, kind of like as it was last year and in 2019. Is still stuck at this, like it reaches this like weird resistance. Like, so we had a couple of years where Bitcoin it didn't want to even hold 10k, and then they got some whales in, and now we're running the same problem. It doesn't even want to hold 60k, and it's pretty obvious why it doesn't want to hold it, because it's like Bitcoin is on its own network. It can't communicate with these other tokens in an easy way, because you can't have smart contract. You have no smart contracts on Bitcoin. You have no other coins on Bitcoin. It's like this isolated ecosystem that doesn't play around with all of the DeFi fun that mainly is on top of Ethereum. So why would a person get Bitcoin and like be like isolated from the larger crypto sphere? Yeah, so yeah, Bitcoin probably should have already like faded away. Yeah, it should already faded away around in like 2018, and you saw it on the price. Like it like crashed hard. Went from 20k to like 20k to like 3k. Okay, I mean that doesn't really bring that much confidence, right? Hex is dominating crypto, right? Hexagons made the right choice picking up Hex, and it is so epic how they can use like get more coins like just by staking. And it is just so epic how like the average staker is like 5 years. They're like 5 year stakes, and a lot of guys having 10-year stakes, having 15-year stakes. That's nice. Like, it's nice how people are making those long-term commitments. It's nice also how we have huge Ethereum whales that are so into Hex. look at the market cap of Hex right now. It's around $30 billion. That is higher than the Bitcoin market cap in May 2017. Like, we're already in just 500 days, we have catched up to around 8 years of Bitcoin performance. Yeah, we are catching up to Bitcoin, and in a very very short amount of time. We already catched up to the price performance of Bitcoin from 2013 to the current date, around 8 years of price performance, like the last like eight years. You already have made kind of like the same amount of gains if you were early, like someone that bought BTC around $50, and and got there like 1,000x. So, and this is only the beginning, okay? And that's the amusing part. Like, we're only the beginning, and we're already at 5 cents. And like, we don't, and like, this is with like max gatekeeping. Not Hex is not even showing up on CoinRank websites like CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko because they corrupt, only on Nomics. Max gatekeeping. The crypto media dislikes Hex for some reason, like max gatekeeping, like big corruption. And we're still at 5 cents. Like, price doesn't even care a little bit. Price just keeps on going up, and people just get left behind and like get wrecked forever. It is going to be amusing when people can short Hex. Like, if we do get the margin trading eventually, where it's like, if you don't believe in Hex, like, prove it with your money. Like, short this thing and see if you can make money on it. That's going to be really really amusing to see. Yeah, like, okay, and if we get a 2x, like if we just go up to like 10 cents or like 15 cents, like a little 2x from here, I think we're already top 4 crypto. And top 3 crypto, it's not that far off. Even becoming top 2 crypto, it's not that far off if we look at like market cap wise, like what Hex can accomplish. It's gonna be interesting, and hexagons are expanding, launching new coins and gonna copy the system state, have their own ETH fork. It's gonna be much cheaper. It's probably gonna be a much more pleasant crypto experience for most people. When they again can do transactions and they don't have to pay $100 for a transaction or $200 for a transaction. Double the coins, double the tokens, double the fun. Yeah, it kind of is like that. Like, why not keep up the fun? I mean, I think if you want to make the world more cool, we need to print a lot of tokens. Like, we need to print a lot. Like, for people to be able to get involved in crypto, they need to get some coins. We need to print tokens. Okay, we need to print all the time. More printing, more token printing, so people can get into crypto, quickly get some coins, quickly get some tokens, and see the potential. It is awesome. It is so cool. A 5 cent Hex. That's so much. And the t-shirt price that is already have reached $1,000 for one t-shirt. Like, the price of one t-shirt is gonna be higher. One t-shirt is gonna cost more than one Bitcoin. So most people are probably not even gonna own one t-shirt. And if you don't know what one t-shirt is, it's just 1 trillion shares. Yeah. What else is there to say? $30 billion market cap. That's just amazing. The coins, they're currently, yeah, there's some other coins above, but it's like, eh. It's very amusing also to see like Bitcoin being at all-time low dominance. It soon reached starting to go down in the 30s. Yeah, it seems to be fairly obvious right now that the superior platform is Ethereum. It's gonna flip Bitcoin, and it's gonna be interesting to see what the maxis are gonna say then. So yeah, have a great day, Hexagons, and Hex price looking very good. Have an awesome day.